Hi, everybody. This is Dr. E. I'm here today to discuss a very important subject about COVID-19. Today, we are going to discuss the psychological effect of COVID-19 and especially the topic of the anxiety that affect every life in our families, our friends, our loved ones. And today, we have a very good doctor. He works in upstate New York and he's a very well-known psychiatrist. Welcome to our YouTube, doctor. Can you introduce yourself to us, please?
My name is Zosar Mohammed. I'm a psychiatrist in Albany and Schenectady, New York.
Nice to meet you, Dr. Zosar. And if you can just give us some ways how to live with the COVID-19, especially with the psychological, part of it, because we all got affected with it. The people who got it are affected mentally and physically and in every way, and people did not get it, still affected, and our lives and our jobs is affected too.
It will be a pleasure. Regarding COVID-19, this is my way. I want to ignore COVID-19 altogether. I want to teach everyone a principle, very simple, very easy. You can handle COVID-19 and COVID-20 and COVID-21 and COVID whatever, okay? For every event that we face, I would like everyone to think and believe that he or she has a control over the way he feels and the way he behaves. Unfortunately, with everything is happening, we let what is happening to us or said to us control the way we think, and based on that, control the way we feel, control the way we behave. Okay? So for every event, there is interpretation. The interpretation brings feeling, feeling brings show itself in our behavior. We need to be in charge, right? So you mentioned something. I would say, let us talk about the anxiety that everyone feels and have. First and foremost, an anxiety could be because of the COVID-19 itself as a manifestation of the illness, or it is my response to the news. Okay, so either or an anxiety is just a coincidence and I have an anxiety or I develop an anxiety. And we call it generalized anxiety disorder, not an adjustment disorder.
Do you advise us not to watch the news?
No, watch it, but don't let it control your life. Okay?
A little
So
bit.
for example, like I watch the news, okay? And that is the event. If I let them affect me, they will affect me negatively, because what everyone is saying, it is an anxiety provoking situation. And I am not going to deny you that, but I would like you to deny yourself your right to be anxious. Okay?
Yes.
Why? Because if I see it as an anxiety, how am I going to feel? Fear. By the way, what fear stands for? F-E-A-R. False evidence appearing real. Did you hear about this? By the way, true story. Two of my friends, I called them by chance today, and both of them are in quarantine, have COVID-19. Two of my colleagues. So I feel it, that it's coming, it's nearby me. Okay, God forbid. Okay, there by grace of God go I. But if I let myself think that way, I will be filled with an anxiety, I will be frightened. Okay, I go to see a patient, okay, and I am dressed up like I'm going outer space. Yes. And then, oh, watch out, if the air doesn't stop, get out of the room. I said, no, you come in every 10 minutes and check on me to the nurse. For the first time in my life as a doctor, to be scared, to be frightened that the patient in front of me could kill me, literally. Okay, but if I let myself think of it, an anxiety-provoking situation, I'll be frightened. How is my behavior will be? How would you know that I am anxious and frightened? You will see me worrying. I worry about this, I worry about this, I worry about that. Like you ask me, hey, Dr. Muhammad, what do you do for a living? Oh, I used to be a psychiatrist, but now I'm a professional warrior. I worry about everything. Or I panic.
Manicky, yeah.
Okay, I panic. My heart will beat fast. I start sweat. I start be red. I start be warm. I start be restless, or become paranoid that I'm expecting harm from everywhere. Or another negative, I become obsessive and compulsive. My mind will keep turning on and 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 on. And then I will do this, I will do this, I will do this. I will keep washing my hands, like 101 times. Yesterday, you know what I did yesterday? Yesterday or the day before. I couldn't find whatever alcohol. So I took one from a bottle and it turns to be Clorox. Oh my God, what is this? Okay, at least I kill the virus. Okay, so we really need to change our mental attitude. 2 words I would like everyone to know: discipline and happiness. Discipline leads to happiness. What is your discipline, Dr. Ahmed Kurali? Okay, what is my discipline? And what is the discipline for everyone? Okay, wear mask correctly and consistently. Okay, number 2, stay away from crowds, keep 6, and keep social distance. I call it not a social distance, physical distance, 6 feet apart, and do everything outside doors if you can, and wash your hands, at the end. If you do that, you will be happy. You won't have anxiety. You won't have fear. You are not going to fall into worry or panic or paranoia or obsessive and compulsive.
Yeah, so
I hope I answered your question.
You did what you're supposed to do. This is what you can do. And at this moment, the best, methods to protect yourself, protect the others, and keep, yourself with the least amount of risk to get this disease, which is really the most important things. The prevention is the best protection. And you deal with an anxiety, as you say, as it's part of the, the condition, but it should not control your life. And life has to go on, has to keep going. We don't have to stop all of our lives because this thing is there. And we have to get the positive part of it. And we can just see like we have a lot of bounties in our life and we just ignore all of it and just focusing on this one. This is part of the life that we have to deal with it and learn how to live with it. We just need to modify the way of life we're doing it. And we have to accept it because acceptance is one of the first and the most important part of any sickness, because sickness start, with, different stages. First one, the person is in denial. There is no COVID. It's a Chinese virus. And then next, no, it's a COVID, but it's not going to come to us. Now it's coming to us. Then we are really like in an anger stage. So we don't like the way that this life is coming, but later it's the acceptance, which we have to live with it so we can have life back. And I believe, with the expertise of people like you, Dr. Zoser, in the psychiatric part and psychologists and people with mental health and people with, like CDC and those people in public health, they can help us in this regard. They, clinicians like us in the clinical part, we are the last part on the, on this, because first we have to make people strong enough to prevent it and to protect themselves. And even if they get it in the least severity of it, and it can become like a flu, faster than it's supposed to be. And we have to think it's really not a kind of like a deadly disease. It's actually less deadly right now. And I believe the second wave now is not as deadly as the first one. It's still very highly contagious, but is not deadly. Like you say, the couple people you mentioned, they have quarantine. Myself, I got COVID early in March, and I survived it just by doing the positive things that I'm supposed to do. So we really respect your opinion very much. And if you can just summarize things and give us like very important advice by the end, so we can really all do much more healthier with the mental part, if you don't mind.
Whenever you feel like, but let me give you credit first. You summarize it very well, and thank you. And you lead by example, okay? So once you have a feeling, try to put a name to it. Try, like, I have a patient with schizophrenia. I have a patient with an anxiety. So don't make yourself the illness. Put a name to it. And then once you put a name to it, try to change your mindset. Think positive. Hey, I ask simple question nowadays. Think of COVID-19 as a blessing in disguise. What are the blessings that you really need to show your gratitude and be thankful for it? What are the things that you have done that you never had done before? When you are sitting at home, what did you do? How close have you come to your family? What other things that you have mastered? Sometimes, oh, I am tired, I am sick, I don't have a mind, my get up and go got up and went, there is nothing left in me. We call this the 10-minute rule. Okay, Zoser, I'm gonna give 10 minutes to clean up this room. Zoser, I'm gonna give 10 minutes to finish this report. Zoser, I'm gonna give 10 minutes to rake the leaves. Zoser, I'm gonna give 10 minutes to do this. And once you start those 10 minutes, you'll be so surprised. More than likely you will continue, okay? Try to schedule time to worry. Like one of my favorite advice that I ever got when my father, God bless him, passed away, schedule time for grief. It's a very strange concept, but you guys can look it up, okay? Schedule time for worry, okay? Saturday morning between 9 and 10, I'm gonna worry my heart out. And you'll be surprised what you're gonna do. Try to share your happiness or do something good to share someone and share that good attitude that you have, okay? You lived something or another, show it, share it with people. When you share, everyone will have like a feedback and all can survive. Last but not least, practice to show gratitude to God and to the people around you, to your beloved wife, to your beloved daughters, to your beloved friends, to your beloved family, everyone. Try to connect. Thank you.
Thank you very much, Dr. Zoser, for your very beautiful presentation with us. We really appreciate it very much, and we really like what you really did share with us today. Thank you very much, everybody.
Pleasure is all mine. God bless. And may we all be safe and strong and sound.
Thank you. And thank you, everybody, for being with us today. Dr. E with me from YouTube. And if you like our video, please share and like and try to spread the positive attitude with everybody. Thank you. Have a good day.
Thank you.